I was living with an alcoholic boyfriend, and there was an altercation between him and my daughter, which prompted a sequence and series of events, and resulted in my daughter being taken from my custody. And it was very traumatic. I couldn't hardly grasp the concept, and that's what I've been living. Having in-home counseling sessions, also meeting with a peer mentor on a weekly basis, going to staffing meetings. That's where all the players, the women in my life and other women that aren't directly in my life but are involved, like the supervisor and case manager, we all meet and just get an update on where I'm at. And they really want to make sure that I'm staying on track, and help keep me focused and grounded, if you will, and really encourage me to keep going. And that's exactly what I've done, and it has absolutely changed my life.
The thing that I like about doing IDT staffings is it allows the families to have more of a feeling of being part of it, as opposed to things going on behind the scenes where everything is kind of secretive, and then they get to court and they feel rushed and they feel uninformed. It's an opportunity for them to have a face-to-face contact with everybody who's involved with their case and anybody who has the ability to make a decision or to inform the court of information. So it kind of gives them more of a level playing field where they can understand exactly where people are coming from and see how their case is growing, and that people are identifying that they are making progress or that they're not making progress, and they can take ownership of both. And I think it allows them to know that that they're actually being successful in their case plans, which then makes them more motivated to get them done.
I feel good when I lead staffing, because I'm like, yeah, I know I'm going to get my kids back now, because they see a good quality in me when I didn't see it in myself, because I felt like I was a bad mom. But they're giving me strength to dispute the negative thought. And in group, all that comes out after one-on-one sessions with my peer mentor as well as my counselor.
Normally when we sit on the IDT staffings, we get different families that come in and they're presenting with different allegations, and the allegations may be child abuse or child neglect or domestic violence in the home or substance abuse issues. And we look at the allegations and we staff as a team what the needs are for these families.
Everybody's all in one room, so they get the case managers, the supervisors, Project Hope counselors, CASA representatives, and we're all getting on the same page. So whereas without Project Hope, sometimes there's a lack of communication between services. With Project Hope, everybody's communicating, everybody knows what's going on, when it's happening, when it needs to be done by, and there's no kind of lapse in communication there.
And for me, it's wonderful because sometimes it's hard for me to catch up with the case manager, the therapist, the psychiatrist, the family support worker, or who else is involved with visitation. And it gives me an opportunity to make sure that I'm up to date on what's going on with the other players that are involved with the case, especially after ESI, because once we go to ESI, sometimes our arraignments and our dispos can go kind of quick. So if I'm still kind of involved and the family is still touching base with me, or there might be some other concerns because they're somehow connected to another case, or they're involved with something that's ongoing that's being addressed, I still know what's going on and I can keep up with the family as well.
I think the genuine care and concern that they experience during our IDT staffing is one of the most paramount features, because if they walk away with nothing else, they know that a team of people that they did not know care about them enough to include them in the process of their healing. Before, we used to tell clients and families what they needed to be successful. Project Hope provides them an opportunity to come up with their own strengths and resources and use that to propel them into their own values and future.
With all the interactions through Project Hope, the counseling sessions, etc., have really led me to, my own decisions to want to change and to want to be different and start realizing that I am worthy. I do have value. And I have not always believed that.